It's my favorite time of the year, when a new Pokemon game comes out and everyone gets together to say, that looks like shit. Video games that lack quality, because why brush my hair and wash my face if I just get the view anyway, right? Who gives a shit what's actually in this video? You know what, I could end it right now, except then you'd see the timestamp, and we can't have that, so instead, I'll pad it out with a bunch of useless shit. I'm sure you'll love me for that afterwards. When discussing quality, we also have to discuss quantity, right? I understand that there's a lot of these like fake restrictions that are put on a lot of these video game companies. Like, we have to release a game every single year. What, is there a gun to your head? Why? You would see for the longest time, Assassin's Creed would get a lot worse. Call of Duty had to be split up between 3 developers, so clearly you picked your favorites. EA. I mean, hey, can you say it's worse if it's identical? But what I really want to focus on is games that clearly just lacked quality. It was games where they said, either this is on a lower budget, or who gives a fuck? Look at that. It's really interesting because you would think a game series that would have always lacked quality would be Mario sports games. Because essentially, you're just taking the sport and you're putting Mario in it. Yet, Mario sports games have been some of the best games out there. You can do a lot in these games other than just play the sport. Mario Power Tennis has so many extra modes. Mario Strikers has just like this incredible feel to it. You can't find anywhere else in a soccer game. Super Mario Sluggers even has a story mode. It's not very good, but it has it. But it wasn't really until we reached Mario Tennis Open where it kind of just turned into like, who fucking cares about that? I know, I bought my Mario Tennis game and I'm angry that all there is to it is tennis. I gotta reevaluate my life. But it was clear there was a lack of quality in these sports games going forward. I mean, Mario Tennis Ultra Smash literally had like 3 maps, and there was like nothing to them. They just changed the fucking color of the court. What was the only gimmick of that game? The Mega Mushroom, they get bigger. That's it. I mean, they really made such a big deal about Mario Tennis Aces returning with a story mode. And it's like, yeah, that was cool and all, but again, once that's over, what are you left with? Ow! And now we're in this sort of weird limbo. I'm kind of on the defense when it comes to Mario Golf Super Rush because I see the ideas that they had, and although, yes, it does lack quality in, like, the basic gameplay, I can at least give it a pass for trying something different. Sorry. I almost lost my lunch thinking about that game. Clearly, if we're talking about games with low quality, I mean, the poster child for that is also the most highest profitable franchise of all time. How is that possible? Pokemon games severely lack quality. I mean, that's why the only, like, spin-off games we see now are just these gacha mobile games. Because, I mean, they already know there's nothing in them, so might as well just fucking say, here, just give us the money now. You fuck the game. You know you're gonna do it anyway. It's really funny with this whole, like, Terra leak that's coming out about, like, Pokemon and all of their data breach and this and that. Because one thing stuck out to me, and it was the fact that Masuda was essentially kicked off of being the director after Black and White, which is funny, because that's exactly when these games started to go down the fuck hill. X and Y was okay, but Sun and Moon, there was not much to it. When I brought this up earlier, the whole, like, how long is the game? Sun and Moon, if you get rid of all the cutscenes where they force you to stop and they talk to you, that shit would be half the time that it takes. It's a short game that's just padded out by just talking. And then you get to the real quality problems. This game looks like shit. This game runs like shit. It is shit, Austin.
Oh good, then it's not just me.
And the last series I want to talk about the dip in quality is Zelda. Because it's kind of weird, this sort of like roller coaster that the Zelda franchise has been on when we talk about quality. Because all of like the big boy releases, those are quality. You can tell. Even if something like Skyward Sword, you don't like how it plays or you think it lacks a lot of things, like you can still see the quality that was put into that game. It just didn't have a good vision from the start. Whereas you look at something like the DS Zelda games and you say, no, there's no fucking quality there. I don't even care if you move with the fucking touchscreen. Like, you're having me coming back to this temple, what, 4 fucking times? It was this really weird sort of scenario of like, the 3D Zelda games were getting all this love, and the 2D ones, they were just such an afterthought. I mean, Link's Awakening was great. The Oracle games were just kind of okay. They also weren't even really developed by Nintendo, and same with Minish Cap. And like, I don't want to say those games lacked quality, but they definitely didn't have that same amount that was in previous 2D games like Link to the Past and Link's Awakening. Then probably the best 2D Zelda game comes out, A Link Between Worlds. So how do they follow that up? Why? And now we're in this weird kind of area where Breath of the Wild comes out, and that is just quality in all caps. And so then the sequel that costs $10 more is pretty much the exact same thing, except now they added an underground with some weird jank and the sky, which is like 5 platforms in the sky. So is that really quality? Of course, I could go on and on and on and on, and especially on, but I'd rather talk about how do we avoid it. Now, the answer is so obvious. Everyone knows it. It's if you're seeing a lack of quality within your favorite game or favorite franchise, don't buy it. I mean, duh. The whole reason why you see the same Madden games every single year, the same MLB The Show and 2K, is because every year those same losers buy it. Why the fuck would they change it if they already know how much profit they're gonna get going in? It is really sad to think about, but we are kind of in that age where, and I did a whole video about deals, but you kind of get exactly what you pay for. Like when they did the 3D Mario All-Star Collection extravaganza, you weren't getting anything else other than just the 3 fucking games. They did a couple changes with some of the textures and UIs to just up resolution. But other than that, it was just, fuck it. Slap in some of the soundtracks and there you go. Sell it. Print. Like, I just remember something like Kirby's Dream Collection. Like, not only were you getting 6 Kirby games, but also this whole, like, extensive museum, and also all these extra challenge modes. So, like, that was a great way to celebrate an anniversary. This is just, here's 3 fucking games on your Switch, you bitch. I mean, yeah, you get what you pay for. You get 2 Wii games valued at $40 each on your Switch. Okay. Here's one. Because, yeah, sure, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD could have added in a new side mode, maybe some new missions. But ultimately, I'm sure they took a look at the numbers of people who would buy the game exactly how it is versus people who would buy the game with the added content and how much the cost would be to actually develop that, and they said, fuck it. Oh, you're so brave, wow! How does he do it? It's really interesting whenever you see a lack of competition, because that's exactly when the quality drops. When a company knows, where else are you gonna get your football game? Them? They can do whatever the hell they want. Because clearly, you don't want to play Madden. You want to play NFL the video game. However that's done. I mean, back then, look how many different options there were. Right now, there are 2. And one of them headlights that dipshit. So what, you gonna buy that one? If a game looks like shit, don't buy it. I know you really badly want to. Oh, but I mean, look at it. Yeah, look at it. And now let's take a moment to celebrate games that are just quality overload. Super Smash Bros. Melee was made on such a tight budget, and yet look at all the shit they put into it. Like, they didn't need any of that. Honestly, like, they could have just said, yeah, whatever, here's classic mode and here's just regular Smash. But no, even with the time crunch, they still put all that in. It has more content in it than Smash, Wii U, and 3DS. Wow. How about Mario Kart 8? I mean, you just look at the 2 tabs of just the base game and then the booster course pass, and you can really see a difference on how the courses look. But at the same time, you don't care because you just want to ride on the courses. So, I mean, yeah, you want to kind of like hit Nintendo with the ruler, but at the same time, you're still like, thank you for Wii Rainbow Road, Daddy. And then even a game like Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, where they essentially made the exact same games before, like a great story, similar gameplay, but then after you beat the game, you can befriend every single Pokemon. So they essentially took everything that was kind of wrong or lacked quality in Gates to Infinity, and they said, that's all gone, not only that, but we're expanding upon it fully. And that's honestly how these follow-up games should go. It's take what was done previously, not necessarily out of a, oh, who fucking cares, but just say, you know what? People do care. Not only do people care, but who are we to release a game that has no jukebox mode, no way to select your own tracks, no way to just play Knockout Tour other than the predetermined cups, no way to unlock characters other than this stupid fucking thing, and sell it for $80. Man, don't you just love corporations?